of our I don't know how to start it.
That's it. Welcome back to another episode.
Another journey.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Oh,
you just cut me off. Welcome back to another edition of our travels. This time we are going to Kangaroo Island. So we have just left Adelaide and we're heading to Cape Jervis. So it's about just over 100 k's from Adelaide to Cape Jervis, where you catch the ferry to head across to Kangaroo Island. And this time we have two passengers at the boat. Special guests. There we go. My parents. So apart from Dad, who's went to Kangaroo Island when he was a young student, a young lad, none of us have been to Kangaroo Island before, so this will be a new experience for us all. A little bit of a worry with the weather. It was 8 to 10 mils in Adelaide, but it looks like as we head south...
Of rain.
Of rain, yes, of rain. But as we head south, the rain eases, so it's only 1 to 2 mils apparently in Kangaroo Island today, so we'll wait and see how that goes. But looking forward to it, so we'll give you all the updates.
Tell me about the accommodation. Bit of a change. Camping.
Oh yes, the accommodation. So this time we're not camping because we've got two seniors.
Can you speak up?
Two seniors. We have hired out I guess a bed and breakfast, a home rental. It's called Serenity. So we'll show you around that. So taking it a bit more easy going this time round. We'll see what Kangaroo Island has to offer. Yep. So we've just arrived at the terminal, the ferry, and we depart at 12 o'clock, but they want you to get half an hour early, so we've done that, we've checked in. The ferry is actually quite expensive to get over to Kangaroo Island, so it costs $110 per person, so there's 4 of us, and then your car, depending on the size of your vehicle, so we're paying about $220 return for our Holden, Colorado. So all up it's about nearly $600 to get there and back. So it is expensive, so when you get over here you really want to stay for a few days to make the most of it. like a little kid. Cape Willoughby Lighthouse, which is the first lighthouse to be erected in South Australia. So we are about 5 k's away from that, so we'll suss out what that's about. Over the hill will be Cape Willoughby Lighthouse. These are all the shipwrecks that happened in Kangaroo Island. And it says here that there were 70 shipwrecks. So that's why obviously they decided to build the first 2 lighthouses in South Australia on Kangaroo Island. That's insane. Right, John, off to climb Cape Willoughby. Whew. Built in 1852. Like we said, it's the first lighthouse built in South Australia. So we got to the lighthouse and then discovered that guys, so we'll show you a little bit later on the house. It's absolutely fantastic, and it has a gorgeous view of the ocean there at Emu Bay, so it looks fantastic. So last night it belted down with rain, so rather it rain at night and be nice during the day. So the wind has died off today too, which is good. It was a bit windy yesterday. So today we are heading to Stokes Bay, which apparently is quite beautiful and scenic, and then we're going to head all the way to the western side of Kangaroo Island. I'd get my bearings right. Western side to Cape Lighthouse, which you can apparently walk around. You can't go into it, but you can have a look around, and then we'll duck down and we'll have a look at the other lighthouse down the bottom. And I'm just reading the map. Look at Flinders Chase National Park, and the big famous ones are the Remarkable Rocks and the Admiral's Arch, so we'll check those out today. And all around that area, that's where the bushfires impacted the most, so it'll be interesting to see how the vegetation has recovered around there since those a couple of years ago, I think it was. So let's check it out. Apparently this is the place where there are rock pools, and you can actually walk through the rocks right to find the beach, and that's what we're going to do now. You can see by my hair it's a bit windy. So you might be able to see if I zoom in. So there where that yellow sign is, you can walk through there, and that's where the beach is on the other side. How I go. Oh my gosh!
you can't, where you get to the beach, because it's high tide obviously, you're going to take your shoes off and you're going to walk out and around through the water to get to the beach.
Okay.
So I'm going.
Going back?
Yeah, because I'll take my shoes off and walk through.
Oh. Made it to the other side of Stokes Bay. John walked back. He goes, oh, you're gonna have to take your shoes and socks off. Well, I didn't have to. It is high tide, so you just have to judge it to jump across. Obviously it's not really swimming day, but it is lovely. Pristine beach. There are a few people here, and you just come through. You can see over there, I can't get my bearings right, but that's where you come through. So you just have to go through a cave to see Stokes Beach. But it is lovely, big rocks in the background. So on a nice day when it's swimming weather, this would be a nice spot to swim. That was Stokes Bay. On a nicer day, it would be a beautiful beach to go and relax.
Is that someone's house?
We're just working out. We decided to go the back roads to Cape Border Lighthouse. So we're just navigating through that at the moment. And I managed to drag Dad, who you people chickened out and didn't want to jump over the little bit of water to get to the beach. But no, it was lovely. Lovely little spot. Very tight in places, so you just have to take it slow if you're someone who's not confident in crawling through tight spaces. But no, it was alright. All good. Love to go back on a beautiful day. So Cape Border, here we